We are going to start the lesson 5, and we're going to check again. We're going to go through the key questions real quick to see how we can use them, and then we'll talk about ganya that we use for most of the time to replace the verb to have. So let's look at the key questions. Most of the time, I mean, not most of the time, but it starts with a key and it ends with the verb. So we have key plus subject and then the verb. It can be ye, to be, but at the end that would be ye, or another verb. So let's take an example real quick. Qu'il est, so what time? Faites-la ye. So what are we asking for? So we, fête means party, right? At what time is the party? Qu'il est, what time? Faites-la, so ends, fête ends with a T, therefore the definite article is la, and then the verb to be at the end. Qu'il est, faites-la ye. At what time is the party? So now let's take the next one. Qui côté? Same thing, very simple. Let's keep with a very simple structure, qui, subject, and verb. Question mark. Qui côté ou sorti? Where are you from? Where? In fact, sorti, come from. Where you come from? Where are you from? Well, you can answer moi, sorti, Haiti. Moi, sorti, Haiti. In fact, the usual way to say that in Creole would be to say, I am a person from Haiti. So that's the way they say it. Moi, c'est mon Haiti. When we look at that, so subject, I, to be, am, mon, person, Haiti. I am person Haiti. So this is, and they don't say moi c'est yon moun Haiti. They can say that, but moi c'est moun Haiti. Moi c'est moun la plaine. Moi c'est moun les États-Unis. So that's the structure or the way they would answer such a question, qui côté ou sorti. So we talked about qu'il est, qui côté. Let's take the next one. Now we have how. So for how, that will be qui Jean ou soit comment. So for instance, when you want to say a person, you meet a friend, and the first time you will tell him, ask him, qui Jean ou ye? Qui Jean ou ye? How are you doing? How are you? Qui Jean ou soit comment ou ye? Simple. So how are we going to answer this simple question? Well, this is the thing. I am good. I am good. And remember, this is a zero copula situation. Copula stands for linking verb because we would say moi c'est bien, but since bien describes the way I am, it's a status, it's a condition, so si to be is hidden. So bien, bien. Or soit I feel good, I feel good. Moi en forme. Moi en forme. Qui Jean ouillé, comment ouillé, moi en forme. let's continue with the next one. So we saw qu'il est, qui côté, qui Jean, and now combien, how much. So for instance, you are asking the price for apples. So combien pommiers? So it's a key question, key, okay? Combien pommiers, which is the apples, and the verb to be. How much they are, how much the apples are. Combien pommiers? Now the next one. How many people are there? You are in a room, how many people are there? Well, you can say combien moun. Moun là, ou combien moun qu'il a. And this one you can put it in parentheses, but combien moun qu'il a? Combien moun là? Combien moun qu'il a? You will say combien moun qu'il a, ou soit combien moun là? We will see this kind of nuances, but basically it's always the same story. The key or the marker for the questions, right? Combien, I mean, not the marker, sorry, the adverb. So combien, how many, moun, people, here, and the verb to be, right? Combien moun là? And you can say, we will see this key, which is another one here, which means that, or this is a preposition. Combien moun qu'il a? Combien moun qu'il a? So we'll see that. So we saw what time, where, how much, how many. Now what? What questions? For instance, very simple. What is it? What is it? So what is qui ça? It's ça and verb y. Qui ça? Ça y. What it is. Qui ça, ça y est? And you will respond, for instance, ça, c'est une chaise. It is a chair. It is a chair. Ça, c'est une chaise. Ça, c'est une bécane. It is a bicycle. Qui ça, ça y est? So, what is it? What is it? Qui ça, ça y est? Very good. And now, why? The why question. Well, it's pour qui ça. For instance, pour qui ça ou chanter? Why do you sing? Pour qui ça vous chantez? So you see, it's always easy. We have the adverb, and then the subject, and then the verb. Now, the last one. Who? Who is Kimun? You see, Mun means people. So, Kimun, who? Oswa. Oswa means or. Oswa, or. Qui est. Qui est. So, when you want to ask a person, it's not very brutal, but you can ask, who are you? Who are you? Kimun. Kimunouye. Kimunouye. Qui est ouye. Même bagay. Bagay mean thing. Same thing. Même bagay. Même bagay. Même bagay. Même bagay. Same thing. Pour qui ça vous chantez? Qui mounouye? So now we have the other form. So we have these adverbs that we can use. Qu'il est, qui côté, qui Jean, combien, qui ça, pour qui ça, qui moun, qui est, qui laisse, for which. Now, for the do you question, this is very, very simple. So, you can, for instance, you can say, moi, c'est moun, San Juan. You want to ask the question, to ask the person if he is from San Juan. You put in front of it, eske ou c'est moun San Juan? Look at that. The structure remains exactly the same as the statement. You have the subject, you have the verb, and the rest is the object, right? You put just eske in front of that block here, the three blocks, subject, verb, object, and a question mark. Eske, and we have a question. Do you live in San Juan? Eske ou c'est moun San Juan? Moi, rete la caille. Moi, rete la caille. So, I stay at his house, la caille. Okay? So, question. The question is, est-ce que où rete la caille? Do you see the point? You put eske before. Of course, now it's not, you are not asking yourself, so that would be you. Do you stay at his house? Est-ce que où, subject, verb, rete, la caille, his house? Est-ce que où rete la caille? Est-ce que où c'est moun Saint-Jean? Do you like rice? So, you like rice, or I like rice would be moi, ramin, diri. So the question becomes, eske ou ramin diri? So, we have basically, with this, we saw two types or two categories of questions. The key questions with these adverbs, qu'il est, qui côté, qui Jean, combien, qui ça, pour qui ça, qui moun, qui est, qui laisse. And then we have the do you questions with eske. And those are very simple because the structure behind eske is the regular one, which is subject, verb, object. You add eske in the front and a question mark at the end. And you have your question and the structure is correct. Now let's talk about a second thing which is very, very important. So we saw to be. We will continue next time with to be sentences. So we saw that for to be we have se and ye. We have se is at the beginning or in the middle of the sentence. Ye is always at the end. And we saw that, for instance, with the key questions. And we have also the zero copula situation when the verb is missing. Now, the second verb, key verb, that we want to use a lot is ganya, or the contraction is gain. We have two situations here. First of all, when the sentence starts with ganya. Ganya, empile, moun, la caille. when ganya is used at the beginning of the sentence, it stands for there is, there are. And here we have there are a lot of people. En pile is a lot of people at my house. La caille, it's house, and moi, my. We'll see the possessive pronouns. La caille, moi. So, ganya en pile moun, la caille, moi. Au soir, gain, en pile moun, la caille, moi. We use ganya or gain, it depends, it's really phonetic. The rule is not very clear when we want to understand the logic, so it has more to do with the sound. So, gain en pile moun la caille, moi. That's correct. Ganya en pile moun la caille, moi. That's very correct as well. So, when ganya is used at the beginning of the sentence, it stands for there is, there are. Remember now, we have the markers, so we can put that to the past. Te ganya, en pile moun la caille, moi. There was. So, if we use the marker before ganya, then we are going to use the past tense, etc. So, now, the to have. Now, when ganya is in the middle of the sentence, it means to have. You can say, for instance, Raymond gagne yon belle caille. Raymond has a nice house. When ganya is in the middle, this is to have. So, easy to use, we use it all the time. So, moi gagne en pile l'argent, ou soit comme. I have a lot of money, which is not true. So, I have en pile. En pile stands for a lot of, and then l'argent, comme, which is money. So, ganya is simple, easy to use. Remember those two situations, those two cases. At the very beginning of a sentence, it's there is or there are. In the middle of the sentence, that will be to have. So next time we will continue with other verbs. So lesson 6 will be all about to be able to. That's a key verb that we use also all the time. To be, to have, next time to be able to, and to give.